from what I know, when you owe more than you, or when you got less than what you got coming in, then you're bankrupt. I mean, we've got to find ways to get our costs down. I mean, what I see with government is they're always you just watch meetings. How often do you see people talk about doing things more efficiently, doing more with less? It's always, we need more money, and that's no disrespect to other leaders. Well, I guess it is, but to me, I just see it. I just call it how I see it. I don't think there's enough being done to do things smarter and wiser. I've been running a business for 8 years, being in the car business, and I mean, look at what you're seeing. Car businesses fall off like flies, and thank God for it. I had my best month last month, but I try to do more with less. You know, the internet, we've got the first.com car company. You know, I get people from outside of the state. People said, you can't do that. Well, we're doing it. You know, Ian, as we speak, he's videoing this. We're putting this show up on the internet. He put the little vigil up on internet last night, and I think you've got to keep thinking outside the box and applying the same things that small business owners are applying to their daily businesses. Government needs to do the same thing.
But the wheels of government turn differently than.
Well, I know you do. You do have some constraints, and you do have mandates that's handed down, federal mandates and state mandates that
are unfunded.
Yes, sir. And in all fairness, but by the same token, when you see money being spent on things that shouldn't be spent on it, you know, to me, government should be taking care of your school system, your roads, health department. We don't need tennis courts and junk like that I've seen government spend money on. I don't think we need to be spending money on stuff like that.
Should provide for interesting committee meetings and here down the road looking.
Well, my views are in the vast minority, unfortunately.
Well, at least there is it, or are they in the minority everywhere?
I think they're in the minority. I mean, but I guess
even outside.
I don't work for the government. Okay. You know, most leaders work for the government, and half your county commissioners are government employees. I'm private industry. I guess I see things. I have to make the numbers work for my little business. You know, they have to work. I can't just go and say, "Hey, customers, pay more money for this product." I've got to get my costs down. Government just says, I'm sorry, Mr. Taxpayer, you're going to have to pay more money. And I deserve a raise at the same token. Isn't it ironic how government, especially look at Congress. They seem to get raises, and they're doing a poor job. Where does that logic make sense?
I guess they're the ones passing the bill. Huh?
You know, I guess. But anyways, I mean, it's just no disrespect to other people. It's just I think you have different ideologies, and that's just my thoughts. I think you need people. I don't care if it's Joe Plumber, who's been in a plumbing business all his life. That guy needs to run for office. A guy who has been in the trenches, running his own business, needs to be in office. That's what I respect about Mayor Spivey. You know, and one thing I was asking George Ortega off there, I said, who's been real, and I knew what he was going to say, but I said, who has been the most instrumental person really with Motlow here? And he said, Mayor Spivey. And I knew that. I just wanted to hear him say it. But Bob's got Bob came from nothing. He's got a business background, and that's one reason Smyrna is successful as they are today.
How's the mayor doing here before we take a break?
You know, he's not doing real good. He's still slowly recovering, and you know, just goes to show when you've got your health, you've got it all. Mm-hmm. You know, and anybody that knows Mayor Spivey knows he's very wealthy, very successful. But you know, I caught myself the other day feeling sorry for somebody who had everything. I thought that was so ironic. How can you feel sorry for somebody who has it all? If you don't have your health, you really don't have anything. What good is wealth going to do if you don't have your health? But you know, just keep him in your prayers, and he needs it. His wife too. You know, he's had a stroke, if anybody doesn't know, and he's slowly in recovery process. But he has made a huge difference in this community, in the city of Smyrna, Motlow College, and other young people's lives, and entrepreneurs and so forth. You know.
Well, let's take a break. When we come back, we want to talk to the fine folks who are hosting us here, and George Ortega, the director of the Smyrna teaching side of Motlow State Community College, and Brenda Cannon, who is with Community Relations here, will be talking to us about the great things going on. But Ron Jordan's going to check on the news for us. We've got Brad Reed's traffic and messages from the folks who helped bring this Rutherford Issues program to you. We are coming to you live from Smyrna today. Brian Barrett and County Commissioner Mike Sparks. We've got a few of those that will happen throughout the rest of the evening and overnight. We'll take a look and watch the radar for you. And staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood will have an update. Let's see. We are in Smyrna today, coming to you live from the Motlow State Community College campus here, the teaching site in Smyrna. And George Ortega is director, and joining us today along with Brenda Cannon, who is community relations, the all-around, everything is on her desk type person. It all lands there, doesn't it, Brenda?
It does.
Hey, George, how are you?
I'm fine, and I want to go back to something Mike said, or just send a word out to the mayor. I know a lot of people have asked about him here because he has been, as Mike said, so instrumental to not only getting the idea up on the chalkboard and seeing it through to the stage. So we want him to know that we're thinking about him, and we wish him a speedy recovery, and just get well soon, Mayor. We miss you.
Yeah. How long ago was it that before this building was even here when you looked at the concept of this Smyrna teaching site, Brenda?
You would ask that question. When we first began, when the college moved into the Smyrna site, or moved to Smyrna to begin offering classes, we knew we were coming to Rutherford County, and for some reason Smyrna was a great location for us. I do know that we went to the Armory, and we outgrew the Armory, but we started garnering support for the college to become more of a part of the community, and we needed community leaders on our side. And Mayor Spivey was one of the very first persons to take that mantle and run with it. And we owe a debt of gratitude to him. And even last year, the Motlow College Foundation and the Tennessee Board of Regents awarded him the Chancellor's Award of Philanthropy for all the things he has done for us and in this community.
Well, I tell you, it kind of, you think about holding classes in the Armory and doing that, and now this beautiful facility. You've definitely come a long way, I would think.
We have come a long way, and enrollment has just more than tripled, and we only can do that because of the support this community has given us. But then, of course, we also have an excellent leader at this facility who's become a part of the community, and people can touch and feel. And the beauty of a community college is you are somebody, we know you, we need you, and anytime you can connect the community with the college, you're on the growth path.
George, how common is it, I guess, to have, well, it's the largest undergraduate college, I guess, in the state, and MTSU, and to also have community college in the same county? That's not that out of the ordinary, is it?
No, it's not. And particularly in an area where we saw recently in the news that Rutherford County is still one of the fastest growing counties in the country, and as a result, there's certainly a place for both institutions. They do a tremendous job with their students. We do a tremendous job with ours. A little while ago, I know Brenda was offering me a compliment, and I appreciate that. But I tell you that it's the staff and the faculty. I get a lot of people asking me about our success and telling me what a good job. But it's the folks, like I said, that meet the majority of the students every day, and that's really where we've excelled. We've got a great faculty, a great staff, and they're doing a wonderful job with our students. Even our library, I took Mike down there today to see it, and it's just a small facility. You'd think that you'd have a very small number of people in there at any one given time, and in fact I won't embarrass him by telling him how far off his guess was in terms of